Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Strixhaven draft. Alright, pack one, pick one. What do we take? Well, Lash of Malice is not as good as Shock, but I really like Witherbloom. I really like Silverquill. So I've got a soft spot for cheap removal. Otherwise, we could take the Explosive Welcome, which was a card I didn't like in the beginning. I like a little bit more now, but it's still 8 mana. Plus, Prismari hasn't brought me a ton of success in the format. Despite, I mean, at this point I like playing it. It just hasn't brought me a lot of success. There's also Overgrown Arch, which is a good learn card, but let's just get the cheap removal. Lash of Malice is good. 1 mana kills something. There's a lot of things you want to kill for 1 mana that it successfully does, so we'll take it. Be happy about it. And what are we passing? I guess like an Intro to Annihilation, which is a good lesson. Overgrown Arch, which is great for its archetype. Rescuer, good value. Pop Quiz is good value. Maybe Wheel the Village Rites if we end up Witherbloom or whatever. All right, follow-up pick. Well, Closing Statement. Great removal for Silverquill. Seems like a solid follow-up to Lash of Malice. Other good picks in here. The Trudge for Witherbloom. Fanatic's playable. I like the Shield Mage. Pest Summoning's a good lesson. But let's slam the Closing Statement here. All right, pick 3. Well, some good choices here. Deadly Brew is a very good card, but kind of makes it... Maybe we do the mashup. We do the Witherbloom Silverquill mashup. Could do that. Otherwise, we could just take Hunt for Specimens, which is a very solid card in general. You get a body, and you also get another spell on top of that. It's also a Witherbloom Pledge Mage, which would also be playable in here. Probably just take the Learn card. Strixhaven Stadium. Playable, not that exciting. I think it's a good opportunity to pick up Hunt for Specimens, honestly. All right, we can take... Reduce memory here. Maybe we just take the Rescuer now. It's going to be a good value 5-drop. If I want to commit deeper to this Silverquill deck, it's nice. It's evasive, brings things back. Good for aggro. Good for any deck, really, but definitely good for aggro. Guiding Voice also in here, which is a good card. But I'm okay taking the Rescuer for now. Maybe seeing if we can go deeper down this... Silverquill rabbit hole. All right, I guess I can take Proctor. Unfortunately, it makes our Rescuer worse, but it turns off a lot of things. It's probably okay to take here. There's not much else. Just maybe like a Make Your Mark or something. All right, here, probably an easy Shield Mage. Nice to see it pick 6, and it's a solid flyer. Good card. We'll take it. Taking it over to Silverquill Campus, and I guess Access Tunnel, which is an okay card too. All right, here, well, some options. We can take the Gift of Estates. It's a card I actually don't mind that much. I think it's actually decent value. Or we could take Reduced Memory and get a playable lesson. This lesson's not that great either, though. I'd rather do Intro to Annihilation, because I still end up getting a 3-2 out of it. Maybe we'll take the Gift of Estates. I mean, there's times where it's nice to have. It's a weird card, though. This feels like a bit of a miss. I guess we'll take the Star Pupil. Sometimes playable. I guess we can take Village Rites here. It's a late Explosive Welcome, if I wanted to splash that. Village Rites could be good enough here. I mean, it's good in response to removal. It's good with, like, Hunt for Specimens. All right, we'll consider it. It's not bad with Star Pupil. Yeah, randomly you can make Star Pupil draw 2 cards and be a combat trick. That's kind of interesting. All right, probably take the Fanatic here. Just a solid 2-drop. We're kind of looking like we're well set up for like an aggro Silverquill deck at the moment. I'm a little more okay with playing 16 lands if I have Gift of Estates too. We'll see. All right, here I guess I'll take the lesson in case we need it. We already have Learn, so it kind of makes sense. Here we'll take the worst card because we're not in red or blue. Decent pack 1. We got 2 removal spells. Best creatures are Rescuer, Shield Mage. I mean, Proctor's playable. It's not exactly exciting, but it's playable. It's a flyer. Doesn't quite beat down as hard as I would like, but can do things sometimes. Here we'll take the reject, which I think is the worst of the two. All right, last pick the Fuddler, sure. All right. Pack 2, pick 1. We can take some choices here. We could take the Pilgrim. It gives us mana. We could take the Environmental Sciences. It's a good lesson. Probably want the Sciences. I'm not giving up much for it. There's not that much exciting stuff in this pack. Pilgrim and Assistant, some decent ones. But yeah, I guess we take Sciences. Makes all of our learn stuff better. So Eye Twitch is a great card. I could definitely slam that here. Another flyer. And yeah, our deck needs some more, but Eye Twitch is a good pickup. Pilgrim, the Pilgrims would probably be good wheels if we get those back. So we can take Humiliate. It's not bad, actually. I guess there's not much else for us here. Spirit Summoning is something I could pick up. Makes our learn more creatures, too. That's true. But Humiliate kind of lets you know what you're up against, and it buffs. It's not bad either. I have cut Humiliate from my decks before, though. Important to keep in mind. But no, it's nice to know what you're up against with Humiliate. I think it's a good card. Umbral Juke, one of my favorites in the set. Probably just slam that. Otherwise, yeah, Pillar Drop Rescuer number 2. There's also Silver Quill Apprentice, but Juke is amazing. Gives you an evasive creature or makes them have to sack a creature. Both of those are very good. I suppose Humiliate's better because we have a lot of evasion. So pumping something up and then pumping something evasive up and getting rid of the best card in their hand. Not bad. Let's see here. Could play the Mage Hunter. It's actually not bad. It's probably a card that in aggro can do some work. Maybe more exciting than another Leech Fanatic, but I don't know. If we're playing aggro, we probably need as much cheap stuff as possible. Otherwise, we could take the Beaming Defiance for some protection. I'm going to try out the Mage Hunter here. It very well could make the deck, and I feel like it's really not that bad, and your opponent could definitely end up losing a life here and there with it. All right, here, maybe we just take the Apprentice now. Kind of turns all your tricks and removal into random pump spells. It's a more exciting 2-drop than Leech Fanatic, even though it might be possibly worse sometimes. Otherwise, I take another Mage Hunter. No, I guess we'll take the Apprentice. Wow, another Umbral Juke. Well, that's a nice pickup. More evasive creature or more removal. Wow, good options here, too. Pledge Mage is pretty great, and it can be evasive. But how many learn? We have Eye Twitch. Having Anatomy for aggro is quite good. We don't have that much learn yet, but I think I'm going to go Anatomy. That's tough. I want that Silver Quill Pledge Mage too, but with the amount of aggro we have and having Eye Twitch and Hunt for Specimens, I just feel like it's going to be good. So it could take another Reduced Memory, or we could take the Professor's Warning. It's like a combat trick randomly. Honestly, probably just take another lesson, I guess. Unwilling Ingredients playable. Not exciting, but I guess it works randomly good with Village Rites. Village Rites is actually looking good in here with Eye Twitch and Star Pupil and Ingredient. Guess we can take the warning now, unless I really thought Reflective Golem could do something. You can... Well, you can copy Lash of Malice. I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm taking Warning, which I don't think is going to make the deck. I don't really have enough things to make me want to protect it. Crushing Disappointment, if it was playable anywhere, is probably playable here, where I'm trying to be aggressive. We'll take the worst card here, which is probably the Aerialist, I'm guessing. Just take the... Well, if I ever come up against a Planeswalker, I guess I could possibly deal with it. If I can remember, I have that. All right, it's Dark Ritual. I don't think we need that. Probably just take the Pledge Mage here. Unless I'm splashing a Bookworm. Some really good non-Silver Quill cards in here. But yeah, Pledge Mage is pretty excellent, so we'll take that. Not exactly blown away by this deck, but... Oh, Semester's End can be good. Yeah, I can like pump your team and randomly... You know, it's an interesting rare. Otherwise, there's Spiteful Squad, Pilgrim of the Ages. Both are good. We'll take Semester's End. I like random... Well, we have a lot of token creatures, though. I mean, getting back Rescuer is good. It does, like, pump all your creatures randomly. I'm trying to think how good it is. It's only okay. It's really not that great for us, but there's not that much good stuff for us. I could take an Assistant, get another evasive thing. Yeah, you know what? Assistant might be good enough. Get back, like, an Umbral Juke for more bodies. I don't know. Honestly, none of it is that exciting. I'm thinking more evasion might be good. All right, Lash of Malice, probably want that. Otherwise, there's Pest Summoning, but 1 mana removal, probably good enough. Guiding Voice would be good too, but we're actually a little bit removal light. Not too much, but a little bit. Apprentice number 2, I suppose. Plumb the Forbidden is playable too, but with the amount of instant speed stuff, I could see Silver Quill Apprentice probably being good enough. Here, we probably just take a Campus, make sure we have one, since we basically already have a deck. So, Agonizing Remorse for more hand disruption. I guess so. Otherwise, there's Promising Desk Mage. We do have some +1/+1 counter stuff, but I don't think it's a very good card. Or we can take the Make Your Mark, which is actually a pretty good card. Remorse is a good sideboard card, though. I'm going to take it. Stadium. It's possible to win the game on the back of it. I mean, there's nothing else here for us, so worth a consideration. Yeah, there are times Strixhaven Stadium can win the game, believe it or not. Well, actually, Defiant Strike looks pretty awesome in here with the Apprentices. I guess we take it. Might make the deck. Can get weirdo, like, double pumps going. It's good with Reflective Golem, but I don't know if we have enough action to make this Reflective Golem do anything. Dark Ritual, probably not happening, but there's nothing else I want, so we'll take it. Well, we got the Semester's End back. I'll consider it. If we didn't have so many token creatures, I'd like it quite a bit more, but you can randomly protect from removal and get, I guess, flyers back sometimes and do stuff with it, so we'll see. It's kind of cool with, like, Assistant and Rescuer. If you have Proctor, though, the problem is, yeah, you have to pay extra if you're into the battlefield shenanigans, but what can you do? All right, Fanatic. So we're playing Beatdown. This much is clear to me. Well, we got the Defiant Strikes. We'll see if they make the deck. I'm probably playing 16 lands, so really only have to make like 4 cuts. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll see if we can put this together. I don't think we got any of the summonings, though, did we? No, we didn't. That's okay. That's all right. Guess we take the Dusk Mage now. I mean, how many ways do we have to put +1/+1 counters on? We don't have that many. We have, like, a Star Pupil, which is usually not that excited about playing anyway. We can cut all the... I think 16 lands is totally justifiable in here. Our curve is still pretty low. Which means I really only have to make not too many cuts. Like 5 cuts. 5 cuts. And 2 of them can be creatures because Umbral Jukes are creatures, so probably Dusk Mage is one of the worst. Then the second worst creature in the deck might be probably the Pupil or the Ingredient. Probably Pupil, though. Pupil is cool with Village Rites. I do like the idea of sacking. Yeah, actually, Pupil versus Ingredient. Which one do I like more? I mean, this lets you put a counter, although you have to pay extra with Proctor, too. Alright, let's just dump it. That's fine. And then we have to... So really we have 15 creatures with the Umbral Jukes. We have to make 3 more cuts. Probably the Stadium has to go. Actually, Reflective Golem, I suppose we have the Defiant Strike, so maybe we keep it around. And like I said, it technically works with Lash of Malice. Can target it, pay 2 extra, and then kill something of theirs. And end up with a 4-1, I guess. Attacker. Sometimes maybe that's good. Is there anything else that just targets it? Because this targets players, so that doesn't work. This doesn't target. So really that's it. Because this targets 2 things too. So Reflective Golem, not looking that good in here. I could see maybe cutting the Golem for and keeping the Star Pupil around. And then we probably just cut the Stadium, as cute as it is. I think we're off that plan. Maybe we're off the Crushing Disappointment as much as I think it's interesting. Do we really want to do Defiant Strikes too? I guess that's a question. They're only okay. They're really not that good in general. So maybe we cut them and then we do actually run the Stadium. Like I said, Stadium can win games, believe it or not. Because you are getting a counter every turn. I think it deceptively wins games. We really don't have much other things that are good, so personally I don't really like this hand that this deck that much, but this is what we got, so we might have to run this. Yeah, this hand is, or this deck rather, is pretty questionable. Pretty questionable. All right. Well, it's what we got, so it's what we got to run. We'll do our one campus, and we have more black than white. So I guess we can do an extra black. 16 lands with Gift of Estates. Yeah. I mean, I could dump the Gift of Estates plan. We don't really get rewarded for having a lot of lands. And then, what do I want to do instead? I mean, there's really not that much we have access to anymore. It's probably not what an aggro deck wants to do, I suppose. So maybe we cut this. Maybe we do like Remorse. Can deal with high impact spells in a couple ways. It's okay. Alright, I guess this is what we got. Yeah, I don't love this. But this is what we got, so that's how we're going to run it. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Alright, round 1 we'll play first. We'll mull the one-lander. This one we'll keep. We'll dump a swamp, I guess. Can go... probably hunt for specimens first. That way if we miss a land drop, we can do our environmental sciences. Fnatic beats down harder, though, so maybe that's a better move. Well, I guess I do hunt now. Because then I can go sciences, play it, and play an ingredient next turn. Yeah, that probably makes sense. So now we have Lash plus Fanatic. Would actually like to get the stadium down. Well, that's cool. So now we can do stadium. Hey, if they use removal on a pest or an ingredient, I'd say we're doing okay. They're really debating it because they don't want to lose to Strixhaven Stadium. Which means they're going to snap kill our Leech Fanatic when we play it, but that's okay. No removal use? Alright, now I'm confused. They have a board wipe, maybe? And Stadium's wording is a little weird. You have to, like, use it. You can't tap it to win, which I think can be confusing. It must have Wrath of God. Because otherwise this doesn't make sense. I guess I don't play the eye twitch for that reason. I just don't understand. Oh, I should have actually... I guess I should have waited on that. Because then I could have end of turn closing statement. But they must have, like... I don't know. I don't understand how they don't have anything here. They're just not doing anything, huh? Alright. Well, we're going to use it. And get in there. And we want to use it like this because if they kill something and then we use it, we can't win with it. Important to note. Now they have to kill 2 things. Which I'm not quite sure how they're going to do that. That was weird. Well, we won on the back of Stadium. That's an achievement unlocked in itself there. They didn't do anything that whole game. That's just so weird. They must have just had all lands. I don't know. Sideboard, we don't really have one, so let's run it back. Wonder if it makes more sense to do the Crushing Disappointment over like a Star Pupil. Could see that maybe. Alright, this is a keep. Ingredient into hunt. Going for the stadium plan again here. Can dig up environmental sciences for white. Oh, humiliate too, huh? That's cool. Ah, excavated wall. Nobody expects it. Oh, well, that's cool. So, let's just play the land and get the stadium down now. Main phase Befuddler? Okay, I don't quite get that. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so 4 mana, what can we do? Well, 5 mana technically, I guess we can do the Rescuer. So, why don't we Humiliate first? And we'll get rid of... Oh, that's weird. So they don't have white mana? I guess we get rid of First Day of Class then? Might play a empty Pillar Drop Rescuer. I guess we could do that. Oh, they got us there. Not sure why their main phase excavating walls, though. That doesn't make that much sense. They only have one white mana. Oh, but they can pay red for make your mark, huh? Well... So get rid of the order. I mean, it's their best card. I think they die anyway, right? So we just attack with everything. And they have to double block Unwilling Ingredient. It's a bizarre match. I don't think our deck is particularly good, so I don't think we're going to be able to steal victories like this all that often. So they have to double block the ingredient. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright. We'll see for round 2. Alright, we'll play first. Yeah, it's a keep. Going for the old Strixhaven Stadium plan again, I guess. So probably doing Apprentice into Pledge Mage would be my guess. So you could do the Apprentice into Stadium, I suppose, but... Umbral Juke is another thing, too. Does Stadium let me do anything? If I draw a land, it technically lets me go Pledge Mage Apprentice next turn. So we'll go for it, whatever. Because they probably still take it. Or not. I'm alright with that. So land here would actually be pretty good. Fanatic's not bad either. Yeah, now we can go like this. And like this. And pass. Alright, we still have a removal spell. Not bad. Got 5 mana. I think I'm actually just going to attack here. Because I feel like they want to trade anyway, and I'd rather use my Umbral Juke to make something bigger and badder get sacrificed. That's fine. Well, we can make them sack that. I have 6 mana. I mean, I guess this gives him access to 8 drops, so I'm not sure if it's better. Sideboard Witch is a good one. Well, guess we'll do this one first. We'll attack. Has Menace too. Jeez. It's good value. Well, that's a good draw. So get in with the Fanatic here. And it's got Ward too. They really put a lot on that card, didn't they? I suppose I could have forced them to block there. With the Pledge Mage, I guess. Well, they found something. Maybe get some out of this. Wait, we don't need to block that. Crux of Fate would be the board wipe they'd have. I think I'll double block. I think it's probably Crux of Fate would be my guess. Because I don't know what else it'd be. Not much of a sideboard. It's weird seeing Stadium do things, I know, but their deck looks good. Solid removal, solid rares, 3-color with good fixing. Looks much better than what we got. I guess we're Stadium beats. Wish I had a Sedgemoor Witch in here. Jeez, you know how good that'd be with the Stadium? Sounds good. Get to go turn 1 Twitch, turn 2 Fanatic. Kazmina. It's a good one. Just, oh, it can blow up planeswalkers? That's cool. Well, that's cool too. So we can do this and get rid of probably Eureka Moment, because we can kill Zimone. The counter here, attack Kazmina for 4. It kind of forces them to chump to keep Kazmina alive. And then we have Closing Statement, which can kill her anyway, so that's cool. Makes sense to get a chump blocker. Umbral Juke. Can make them sack a Planeswalker too? Sheesh. That is mean. I think we'll just attack them then. And we'll just make them sack a... Do I get to choose, or... I think they choose. Let's play the land. And we'll do the Closing Statement. We'll blow up Kazmina. Make our flyer bigger. I suppose this gives him a chance to do some catch-up with Zimone, but I'm okay with it. So we'll do double Apprentice here, because it's just going to make our Umbral Juke that much better. Oh wow, yeah. If they do that, they're punished pretty badly. Yeah, I suppose we just do the Juke and get a 2/1 flyer. Then we'll learn Anatomy, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can respect that. So Assistant can get back Closing Statement. That's pretty good. Or Umbral Juke. But we've got them. We're in a position where they really need to. I mean, they're in some pretty serious trouble here, so. Alright, well, this deck being undefeated right now is pretty ridiculous. We'll see you in round 3. Alright, we'll play first. Oh yeah, it's a good hand. I mean, Apprentice into Umbral Juke is either a flyer or a removal is good. And we finally see some Esser's End, I suppose. Opponent's double mulling? Well, if there's a way for... Triple mulling? Well, if there's a way for our deck to win, it's... Our opponent having to mull to... Wait, are they at 3 cards now? This is getting insane. Yeah, it looks like they mulled to 3. That is quite the mulligan. Man, if they beat us on a mull to 3... Well, I guess it really reinforces my point that our deck was not that good at that point. We can't beat the mull to 3, we're in some trouble. Let's see. I think we just do this and get the... Probably makes the most sense to try and aggro your mull to 3 opponent down. Do we even have good lessons to find here? I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, anatomy, I forgot. That's right. Well, thank goodness for having expanded anatomy, I suppose. So plus the Lash of Mouse, I can deal 3 more, so 4, 7, 8. It's still not lethal, so might as well. Yeah. Actually, still don't have lethal here. Barely beat them all to 3. No, I mean, we beat them all to 3 handily, obviously, but I mean, considering they mulliganed to 3, I would say they did pretty well. They got to cast 3 spells, so still don't have a sideboard. We'll run her back. Well, might actually keep this. Yeah, we probably do. Because if Twitch dies, we at least get access to our white mana. So we're playing against Witherbloom. Uh-oh. What are they going to duress? Closing Statement would be my guess. But if they do Lash of Malice, I'm okay with that. I assume we'll find white at some point. Looks like they assume that too. There's no way that I have to Lash of Malice my own Twitch, is there? That'd be so bad. Uh-oh. We might be there. I suppose if I was going to do it at any time, it's probably now. This is not the value I wanted. Doesn't give it haste, does it? Alright, just flying? That's alright. Guess we'll do the stadium. Kind of works as a mana source, so... It makes their life gain slightly less relevant, too. Uh-oh. Well, guess we'll just do the hunter here. Then if we draw a land, we can at least go Apprentice Umbral maybe? Uh-oh. It's going to end us pretty quick, actually. Well, at least they have to just lose a card, I guess. Oh, and they lost a pretty good one. I can blow up our permanent, too. Let's see. So... suppose we have to do Umbral Juke and get a 2/1 flyer. I don't think it's good enough. Guess I maybe needed to put the counter on the Mage Hunter instead, since I have to jump with this 3/2 anyway. Uh-oh. Wait. Did I main deck this? I don't even remember doing that. Alright. Yeah, we'll I guess stay as bad as ever. See what we can do here. I mean, I'm already in shock that we're a game away from winning this draft. This deck in no way, shape, or form deserves to win, so... Star Pupil. Turn too late. Alright, well, guess we can remorse here. Huh. Oh, the Woe Titan's better, but they don't have the lands for either one right now. Guess we do the Cram Session then. Is it? It's just 2 to equip, right? All right. That's fine. They'll get to loot. However. Yeah, I guess they can infuse with vitality at some point too. Oh, but they don't want to. All right. Fair enough. That's a good draw. Jeez. Am I in the Titan? Alright. They can give it trample too. I have to keep that in mind. They'll have to, they also have to sack a creature if they want to block. Important to note. Well, I guess that's cool. This makes sense. Surprised they didn't attack there. So let's see. Attack with everything. I mean, it makes sense. They can block the Shield Mage and then block the Mage Hunter with the ingredient. And then they have to sack the ingredient, and they only take 1. Do I even want any of these cards back? Not really. So attack with everything, they block the Mage Hunter, sacrifice the Arch. Yeah, I think we still do it. They didn't use the thing, huh? And if they sacrifice it, they get value, right? That's funny. Well, alright, well, no earthly business winning with this deck. None at all. Probably one of the worst decks I've drafted in the format. That's probably not true. It's on the lower end, though. But, yep, stole a draft with this deck. That's good. That's good. All right, let's do some pack one, pick ones. All right, pack one, pick one. I would take probably Trickster. Just solid flyer with tempo shenanigans. This, I'd probably take the... I guess the summoning, it's a solid lesson. It doesn't necessarily put you in an... I really like expressive iteration, but summoning is a very good lesson to get, and you can still play it in both Quandrix and lower hold and be fairly happy with it. All right, pack one, pick one here. Probably just slam the Symbology. 2-mana, 2/1 basically nets you another card. It's just really good. Another card of your choice. Here, yeah, I guess we take the Crux of Fate, get the board wipe, and be happy enough about that. Here, I would take... I guess it could be the Fractal Summoning. Arch is pretty good too, but Summoning, pretty playable lesson, nice one to find, scalable, good in the late game. Here, I would take the... They're all pretty bad, to be honest. It's like a bunch of bad cards. Yeah, this is weird. What's the best of these bad cards? This is probably the most interesting. If these were really my choices, and it was somehow pack one, pick one, I'd probably take, I guess, Weather the Storm, because why not? All right. Yeah, interesting draft. Surprising win. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.